Something really special. Oop. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be something really special. I get a wrong key. It's going to be, dude, would I lie about something like that? Okay, like I'm Garnet, and I do psycho readings, psychic readings, same thing. And tonight I'm doing psycho readings, psychic readings. Hello, somebody. How are you doing? It's Richard, the Red. Oh, good heavens. You scared me. Yes, you may. Just one moment while I prepare. Richard, you missed last night. You really would have loved it. The last time, I'm putting on my special psycho reading gloves. Yes, you missed a special guest, and she was so good. And YouTube told me she got 500 views overnight, except then later they said it was only 56. Wonder what happened. Yeah, she was going viral. And then, all of a sudden, it was only 56. Now, how does that happen? No need to fear. I'm not really a lefty. Well, I'm ambidextrous. All right. Danielle, let me get all ready here. I have to get the spirits all in alignment. Actually, I have to get to my own channel so I can see myself, what you're actually saying, because otherwise it's too small. Okay. That helps a bit. Hello, tiger butterfly. Yeah, I do, Danielle. You freak. Are you talking to him? I'm going to have to spank you too, Elderberry. There's getting to be quite a line. There's your little freak right there. Freaky little kitty. Can you see him? Wait. I always have to F up everything to show the kitty. There he is. There he is. He did it. He's the one. He doesn't care as long as he gets belly rubs. He really doesn't. Cowboy the Manx. My little cowboy. Oh boy. Now I've lost chat. Let me get back to chat here. Now that everything's all screwed up. Okay. Let's see who shows in. Shows up. Elderberry, you're the lawman here, and Crow, you're the law. You know what I mean? You got the magic hammer. You got Maxwell's magic hammer. I can't be watching all that stuff. There he is. Brilliant kitty cat. I should just leave the camera on him. Yeah. Just leave the camera on him. Everybody will be fine, right? I don't have to be on. No. No. He never has to fix his hair or makeup or anything. I'm so envious. All he does is lie there and look cute. And somehow he's perfect. Okay, let's get a card out. Are we ready finally? I think you would have liked Scary Karen. Girl. I think she would have been your type. Danielle. New moon. Promise. And the new moon. We'll look it up. It's a new deck. It's nothing like Tarot. So I have to look it up. Oh, come on. Where's the freaking... Index. Oh, index. If you're gonna... There. New moon. Promise is the key word. And this is the Earth Magic deck. Okay. Gazing at the sliver of the new moon, smiling down upon them, the couple embraces each other, welcoming the promise of love. The fading sun drapes the clouds and water with its tinge of luminescence as the crescent opens its arms to the nearby planet Venus, named after the Roman goddess of love. This is a time for manifestation, beginnings and renewal, with the promise that our desires will come to fruition. Here, Grandmother Moon initiates another lunar cycle, moving from darkness to fullness and back again over approximately 1 month. Actually, 28 days. Her promise of what is to come is embedded in the first glimmer of her light, as she emerges from behind the curtain of darkness that had recently encompassed her. It is a promise that has been kept for as long as she has existed. This is now the time to launch a project, a new relationship, or renew something that has been put aside for a later date. With your intention and willingness to allow a full cycle to complete itself, that which you desire will manifest. The seed of that idea is ready to emerge from the darkness of your subconscious into your full awareness. The next step is to put into action what is required to fully realize this idea. A promise has two meanings. It can be a commitment and guarantee to yourself or someone else that a particular thing will happen, or it can imply that something specific is expected to happen. When your will is aligned with the will of Spirit and your intention is focused upon what you wish to have happen, there will be fulfillment and the promise is kept. Hope that is helpful. Okay, Danielle. Okay, who else is here? Who wants a reading? Who wants a reading? How am I doing? I'm good. What did you miss? Oh, last time, Richard, you gotta look. You gotta look. Crazy Undead Karen. Spooky Undead Karen did card reads last time. I think you would have liked her. You're going to have to look in my lives. Oh, I'm great. Well, he's not entirely snoozing. He's kind of. Yeah, and you're calling me a freak? Okay. Oh, you can call me a freak. I don't care. Okay, I'm going to give you a card whether you want it or not. How's that? If you show up, you're going to get a card. Maybe. If I'm feeling beneficent. You're welcome, dear. Oh, his little Buddha belly. I know, he's so cute. He's adorable. Scary. You just have to see it, okay? You have to see it, Richard. You're going to have to go into my channel, over to my channel, and look at the lives and find the one that says Spooky Undead Karen. Oh, well then, you know, Danielle, what new moon is about is new moon is beginnings. Begin again, beginning a new cycle. So what it's probably trying to tell you is either you've got a new cycle coming with every new moon gives you a chance to set new intentions and start a new routine. It's a good time to start a new routine. Like if it's your health that you're focused on, then it's a good time to um, either start or take another look at some kind of practice you're doing to support your health. Um, it's a good time to set your intentions. And you know, your intentions are half the battle. And get it in your mind what you want, get a clear picture of what you want. It's a good time for that. Now, we're soon going into a Mercury retrograde when things are going to get weird, okay? And somewhere on my channel there is an explanation of what a Mercury retrograde is. So we'll see how that plays out, but it's going to be a doozy, I'm sure, because next month is going to be a banger of a month. And that's another thing I'm going to be talking about tonight while I do these cards. Yeah, look for Spooky Undead Karen. I think you'd enjoy it. And I'll probably have her back. Because she did 500 views overnight. And then YouTube cut it down to 56. But I saw it. They congratulated me. It was like within hours, she was on the verge of going viral. So she's going to come on a few times. We'll definitely have her back. Okie dokie. He is such a handsome little kitty. Well, yeah, all Karens are crazy, of course. All right. Good. I like ginger tea. I make it all the time. I've got the red light going over here for a little warmth. We in the red light district? No, we're not going to sing ludicrous. Okay. Here we go, Barry. This is for you. You know, we keep getting this one. It comes up a lot. It's been coming up a lot. I think this is a group thing. It's the Shaman card. Ancient Healing Wisdom. Interesting. I'm going to take a look at, I'll read it off. But you know, isn't it interesting when we get that sometimes? I shuffle and shuffle and shuffle, and the same doggone card comes up. And we've got to pay attention. It's saying pay attention. Let me see. Oh my goodness. I almost didn't come in tonight, but I felt like I had to. Because I wanted to see you guys. And I cannot find it. And that must just be me. There it is, Ancient Healing Wisdom, 125. 125. Letting the days go by. Oh, I have been both busy and almost impossible to stay awake lately. I'll be in the middle of something and fall asleep. I'll be watching something. If I sit down, I'll fall asleep. It's so... that happens to me sometimes from time to time. It's that Epstein-Barr, they say. From long ago, it comes out and sneaks out and does that. But it could also be triggered by all of the stuff that we have going on right now. Ancient Healing Wisdom.
The deep, compassionate eyes of this Native American shaman portray the wisdom of one who has seen and who knows. He has witnessed vision, spirits, suffering, and joy, and knows that everything that exists has spirit's intentionality behind it, able to travel beyond the veil of ordinary reality. The shaman's primary assignment is to discern and maintain the balance between what his human community takes from the natural world and what it gives back. Then, when this relationship's out of balance, the shaman must do whatever is necessary to restore it. Balance requires healing. The shaman lives his life in ceremony and treats everything with reverence, including the great mystery of death and even greater mystery of life. He works with his spirit helpers, including ancestral spirits, to help him in his service to his people and to Earth Mother, providing a liaison between spiritual and physical worlds. Charged with relieving suffering as one of his priorities, the shaman does so by first always tending to the spiritual wound, the source of all illness. These healing powers have been passed along over the millennia from the ancient ones who knew the healing and curative powers of spirit. All illnesses, whether physical, emotional, or psychological, stem from an illness of spirit. It may be due to soul loss, psychic intrusions, ancestral karma, or any other spiritual causes that could be contributing to the manifest condition for which you seek help. Whatever other methodologies or remedies you pursue, whether allopathic, alternative, or in a combination, let the healing of your spirit be your priority. Know that the deepest spiritual wound is the illusion of being separate from Source, God, the Great Spirit, and whatever name you give the Creator. It is the trick of the mind that creates this sense of separation. This is a time to deeply heal, starting with your relationship with Spirit. Call upon your spirit guides and ancestors to help you with any emotional, mental, or physical healing that you need. Call upon the Creator to assist you in mending any rift in your relationship with Spirit. Choose thoughts that support wholeness and well-being. Allow any darker thoughts and shadows to disappear. Simply observe them as they arise in consciousness, then let them dissolve. See yourself as healed, whole, and complete, and it shall be. And this is good for Danielle to hear too. And I would also say, if you need help letting the negative stuff, see, negative thoughts are going to bring your vibe down. You're going to get sick easier. So ask your guides to help you. Ask God, Jesus, whoever you believe in, to help you bring your thinking into line. There are also many videos now that you can watch to help raise your frequency and help heal your wounds, and I really recommend you seek them out. Just put in healing frequency videos into YouTube, and a bunch of them will pop up. Give them a try, give them a listen. You can play them low in the background, and really that's one of the easiest ways to assist with your own healing, because many things have been getting healed, and that's part of my way of getting healed. So I generally, say it's just the basic thing in taking care of yourself now. Do we have any cake? You know what? I have some fudge brownies. Yeah. That's for later. Actually, it's for tomorrow. I'm out of my eating window. I'm in intermittent fasting. So I can't have anything until tomorrow. Hey, Dolly. Hello, Dolly. I was hoping you'd come in last time, but you didn't, you fart. You missed spooky undead Karen. We had a lot of fun with her. I'm going to have her back. Well, I'm shamanic. I am not having any on this side, but you know what? YouTube has been ridiculous. So, I don't know. We are going to have some. Hi, E-Monger. Ooh, whoever that was. I said fudge brownie. I made some fudge brownies. But I did the cheat kind. There is a way to make fudge brownies. You just get a pack of brownie mix and mix it with a can of pumpkin puree. And it doesn't end up tasting anything like pumpkin. And then you bake it. And then it comes out tasting oddly like moist, gooey fudge brownies. Don't ask me how. But they're really good. And I put some nuts in them, and I got the double chocolate kind with the chocolate chips in it. Oh my goodness, it's really good. It's all I could do not to eat the whole pan. I've been trying to make it last for days. It's so hard. That's the only problem when you do a recipe and it turns out really well. Not eating the whole dang thing. And I cook good, so, and I'm getting into baking more, so it's like, I'm not doing the carnivore thing now. I'm doing the intermittent fasting only. And I'm baking with ancient grains. I'm having a good time with it. Okay. Please don't make me hungry. I see people do that to me all the time. What song? Oh, with my short, what, no more Mr. Nice Guy? Ooh, Crow, that sounds good. I'm going to be over to your place. You're going to invite me over, right? For that. Sounds good. Tomorrow, I have been making starter sourdough starter, or growing it actually. You grow it. And so tomorrow I'm going to make my first sourdough bread. But I have been making bread loaves, and I've been using ancient grains like spelt and kamut and einkorn and spelt and oat and sprouted grains. And actually, I'm so loving the bread that I make. And actually, too, my friends are a little too much. They come out wonderful. Gosh, you know what? It's like I've been saying it on the show. They had so much better bread back in the day than what we got now. What we got now is nothing. It's got no soul. Not even the better brands. I have been making the bread out of the real grains and the ancient, formulation. With I'm in sourdough tomorrow. I can't wait to see what that's going to be like. But yeah, I've been using the older grains, the ones that wheat comes from, and God, they're so much better. They're so much better. The flavor, it's nothing like our bread. Our bread is cardboard compared. honestly. Doesn't taste like anything. Okay, Crow. Who wants to be? Oh, I look good as a redhead. Thank you. It's kind of a garnet purpley red. I like the color on me. I think I really like this color. That's why I wore it tonight. I found it among my stuff and I said, I really love that color. And then I tried it on and I said, damn, I actually look pretty good in this color. And I'll show you, maybe the red's a little bit too much. Right now, I'll show you without even the red. I think it looks really good. See how much more purple it is? I think I actually look really good in purple hair, but I don't want people to get the wrong impression and wear, you know, purple hair around everywhere because, you know, people will think that I am on the left, which could be dangerous. I mean, you know, I don't know. Not really that I think any of the conservatives are going to beat me up or anything, but I just don't want people to be afraid of me as being a, you know, thinking that I might be a liberal white woman because they're very volatile, you know. You want to walk on the other side of the road? I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. Who wants a card next? Yeah, I can see Dolly. I'm so confused. You're welcome, dear. Well, Crow was in, and then Dolly, I think. I just did Barry. That was Barry. It's you next, Crow. You're the next victim. I mean, client. Psycho readings. Okay, Dolly. Hey, where is the trio? Where are those guys? I haven't seen. I'm a little worried. I haven't seen Chloe. I haven't seen Chloe where she normally is, so I don't know. I hope nothing happened to Chloe. I know that something happened to Scotty, but he seems to be back now. But, here and there. But, I hope that Chloe's okay. There's so much going on right now. Okay, looks like, oh, this is sticking up. Maybe this is about Chloe. Okay, Crow, I'll do you in a minute. I think this is about Chloe. Vigilance. Because it just like popped up when I was talking about being worried about Chloe. I'm not really worried exactly. I'm just a little concerned. Trying not to be worried, but we're in very volatile times. It's going to be wild. I'm going to talk about, I think probably the next time you see me. I can talk about it a little bit tonight, but yeah, I'll talk a little bit tonight about it, but wow, next month is going to be something else in a whole different way. In a whole different way. But I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. Okay, about Chloe. Stone people, vigilance. The stone people stand in their ever-present vigil along the shores of an ocean whose tide has receded, leaving the remnants of water upon which we see them reflected. The sky is a soft and mobile backdrop for these solid beings. It suggests peace and calm. They exude power, only moved and shaped by winds and tide. The earth herself, when she rumbles in her belly. With practice, we can not only emulate the stone people, but respect their ancientness and relative absoluteness of strength. They stand tall, bearing the ragged lines where these other earth elements have carved their impression on these otherwise seemingly immobile fortresses. Long past when we've left the earth for the world of spirit, these ancient beings will remain witness to all that transpires before their bodies. Remain vigilant at this time, but not out of fear. Vigilant simply means opening up your mind to senses, to information as it is presented to you through your eyes, ears, physical senses, and detached thoughts. It's especially true in two main areas. First, follow any gut feelings that tell you to be wary about someone or something. And second, pay close attention to an important opportunity that presents itself, one that may enhance your life and the lives of others. Maintain your vigilance of the clues around you and inside of you. Assess what is emanating from your body and then sort out any conditioned responses from what is purely instinctual. Examine the situation with heart, intuition, and mind in harmony, for this is how vigilance serves you. Detach, take a breath, and stand tall in your stature. Okay. So, vigilance for Chloe. Yeah, kind of sounds like something might have happened. But it's not saying what. It's just saying things are at a standstill. Actually, I think that might have been for both of you. I'm not sure. It came up while I was thinking about Chloe. If it resonates with you, take it though. I wasn't sure. I just read it and thought, if it's for Crow, he'll know. If that sounds like... Hello, Luke. Is the Ursula or the mermaid? Huh? I don't know. Yeah, I should call her. I have her number. I should call her and find out what's going on. She's been on my mind, but I don't want to bother her. I don't know what's going on now. I should call and find out. You know, okay, well, that's good. At least we don't have to have a seance, and I don't have to call her from spirit. So something must be going on with her. Okay, well, we'll pull another one for Dolly, which may be... You know what? As a group, we're going through things together. That's one thing that I've noticed. We're going through stuff together. It's almost silly to do card readings. We might as well just do a spread for us in general. Because we have the same cards keep coming up. I'll be doing readings, and for us, same cards will be, we're working on the same stuff. So here's Dolly. Rain, purification. And rain is about, rain clears the air. It's part of nature's cleaning system. Let me find it in here. Yeah. No matter whether it's a light shower or a deluge, rain cleanses and purifies. The moisture that has evaporated from the various bodies of water on the planet and was drawn into the atmosphere now returns to Earth as liquid precipitation in nature's vast and comprehensive water recycling program. Depending on when and where the rain falls, it can come as a welcome relief or a nuisance. Even the air smells fresh after a good rain. It also brings in clean water, which provides needed sustenance for plants, animals, and humans. At its most intense, rainstorms arrive as an avalanche of water, often accompanied by great and powerful winds, with considerable flooding and destruction as an unfortunate consequence of nature's impersonal balancing act. What is purged makes way for new life to appear. Purifying your body, mind, and spirit is the task that is put before you. Purify your mind by identifying a prominent belief that you carry about yourself that inhibits you from being fully engaged in life, from showing up 100% of the time. Purify your heart by allowing yourself to breathe in and out blessings and forgiveness so that you can love even more depth. Let yourself feel your grief and truly feel it so that the rivers of your tears become miniature baptisms that help heal the wounds in your soul. If necessary, detoxify your body, the temple and seat of your soul, by changing your diet, doing a cleanse for a few days, or simply drinking more water. Increasing the daily amount of water you drink with deep appreciation for its purpose will revitalize your spirit. It's no wonder that in some indigenous languages, water is called lifeblood, as it is so essential to every form of life on earth. Take time to purify yourself. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's Lewis. Luke? Oh my goodness. Who is Spates Moody then? That's the thing. And Gray Spiritual. Yeah, I'm doing some detoxing too. I'm doing cards tonight from the Earth Magic deck. If you want a card. We're celebrating Samhain. 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 We're going to be celebrating that all week. Halloween, All Hallows. All Hallows. I'll probably come in at some odd hour, and probably on Friday I'll come in for a while. Gonna try to. Okay, Luke. Lou. Well, you kept the Lou part. didn't tell me last time who you were. Okay. By next month, by the end of next month, things are going to be very different in this country than they are and have been. Let me tell you. But let me get a card for Luz. His real name is Lou Pervertsky. You freak. We're allowed to call each other freaks. Barry called me a freak. Now I'm going to spank him. Crow's taken. I'm not allowed to spank Crow. He's got to get his woman to do that. That's not for me to do. Did you? Never mind. My little knucklehead is making noises over there. Weird little noises. Anyway. Okay. Use the Force, Luke. What do we have to say, Luke? Okay, something is sticking up. Desert. Desert. Not dessert, Lou. Desert. Okay. Not dessert. Oh, you can have dessert if you want, but it's not the same. By the way, where is Dessert Rose? Hope she's okay too. 44. It's such a weird time we're in right now. Wow, and it flipped right to it. It's weird tonight. We have really some stuff going on. Desert. Vision quest. In this arid climate zone that we call desert, images shift and change throughout the day, yet always maintain a sharp and defined presence. Those hardy species of flora and fauna that have found a home in the desert have adapted over eons to the relative harshness that's a strong characteristic of these lands. Throughout history, we've passed down many stories of people wandering in the desert. Often they're about religious figures and ascended masters who journeyed there and returned to their people with remarkable visions. The desert is an ideal place to seek a vision, or more accurately, allow a vision to come to you. The quiet and peace of such an environment is conducive to the solitude required to have this type of profound experience. Spending time in this region without the usual accoutrements of the civilized world can present survival challenges, or at least seem to, and this could rightfully be called a spirit quest, where through steadiness in this seemingly bleak environment, it becomes possible to receive direct guidance from spirit internally and the world around you. A vision quest is a process whereby you spend a few days in the wilderness alone. Typically, you carry only water and some sacred items with you, and you spend most of your time praying or meditating. Many who have completed a vision quest assert that it is a powerful and even life-changing experience and report vivid and profound revelations. It is said that the desert does not lie, so partaking in this can help you discover the truth about your purpose, or at least give you some clues. It is time for you to go on a vision quest. Designate a place in nature in which to dwell, whether for a couple hours or a few days. Spend the majority of your time while there, praying and meditating. It is best to be in a location where you can truly find solitude, even if it is in a quiet corner of a park or an afternoon, even for an afternoon. Wherever you go, take your question, concern, or challenge with you into prayer or meditation and allow it to float around in your consciousness and watch what shows up. This is one of the more powerful cards. By drawing it, whatever other messages you may have received are amplified threefold. Oh, have you been dancing with ChatGPT? Ah, ha, ha! Chuck Schumer is the Chucky doll. The Chucky doll shut down. Ween. Ween! Saween! Dottie is naughty. What did I say? Naughty. Am I passing out candy for trick-or-treaters or just passing out? I don't know. I might just be passing out for Halloween. Wee! Oh, Sora. Yeah, I gotta check out Sora. Tell me about Sora. Is it good? Yeah, how is Hawkeye? I never get any notification about him. Oh, you talking about me the other night? Been exercising and getting better. Oh, good for you. Sometimes, oh, good, Luke. I'm going to have to, Luke. What am I saying? Lewis. Lou. I'll just call you Lou. The Karen was, I wanted to have some fun. I found that wig and I'm like, this is a Karen, but this is a different kind of Karen, okay? I'm like, okay, she's going to be Karen from hell. So, I'm glad you thought so. Yeah, we're going to have her on more often. I love doing that character. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. And I didn't break character. I think I did very well. There were a few times I was very tempted. She was pretty scary. She scared me. It's like, whoa! She's over the top. That's okay. And she had 500 views overnight, and then they took them away. YouTube. And she was going viral. Craziness goes viral. That's what goes viral. Madness, nuttiness. Is that how I get the numbers on the channel up? Spooky, creepy Karen, yeah. Spooky, creepy Karen. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I was telling you, it was fun, though. It's like, okay, I can be as over the top as I want to because this is a crazy character, right? And nobody can get on my case because it's Karen, it's not me. Next time she'll probably be even worse. She'll probably grow a little bit and get even worse, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, goodness. I got other characters in mind, too, that we can have some fun with. I think it's important that we have fun because, really, like I said, keeping the vibe high is important. We're not just here to be serious. It's not what we're here for, dudes. That's not all that spirituality is. It's not all getting ready for 5D is. And oh, my goodness, it's been nearly an hour. And I have told myself that I'm only going to go maybe just a little over an hour these days because I need my sleep so much. But I do want to tell you a little bit about what I'm seeing for next month, what seems to be coming to me, info. I think Trump has had a plan all along as far as our country being shut down. It's only a partial shutdown now. But if it's a total shutdown, which happens like next month. So if it goes on to next month and it exceeds a certain amount of days, I think it's 40 some days, 41 days, then Trump can do pretty much anything that he freaking wants. He can, he can delete things right and left. As far as cutting programs and shit, and nobody can say a thing because he will not need the Congress to do stuff because the country is now in crisis. And if the country is put in crisis by the Democrats not coming to the table, he has a right to do whatever he deems necessary to get the country back up and running. And I think that's the plan. However, what I think he's going to do, because a lot of people are worried because they're going, oh, he's going to take away welfare, he's going to take away food stamps, he's going to take away Social Security. I don't think so. Not to citizens, he's not. I think what's going to happen is people are going to panic because the place is in shutdown. He's going to say, okay, well, we got to cut. We don't need anybody's approval anymore to cut this and this and this and this. There'll be all this money show up, because I'm telling you, I already got my Social Security check for next month. That means we got Social Security checks going out. So I think they're going to find a way to do SNAP too. To people who need SNAP. I think they're going to find a way. He might even be doing his, like some kind of tariff stimulus check or something. I really think that's something like that is going to happen. He's going to come up with something. And it's going to drive the Democrats completely up the wall. Because they're trying to say that he's trying to starve people and everything. And then, so if he does that, and he says, oh no, we found money for food stamps. Oh no, we're going to just give everybody a check to get them through the government being shut down. And he's going to be cutting all of these programs and bullshit and jobs and throwing people out that aren't doing their job. And, I'm sorry, but we've had such a deep rot in this country for so long. It's not going to be fun. It's not. But it has to be done. Dolly, who gets $500 a month to eat? You know what? I never got that much. As a matter of fact, right now, for a single person in Ohio, as far as I know, it's only $240 for the month, which is about half. So I don't know where that's coming from, unless they're giving kids more, or unless that's the mother and the child. I don't know. And a single person also, SS, in Ohio, it's about 900 and, is it 40 or something, once a month. So that's just a little over $1,000 altogether. A little over $1,000 a month. There are people living on just a little over 12 grand a year. Like 13 grand a year, maybe. So, but honestly, that's not the problem. The problem is Democrats want us to give it to the illegals. They've been saying that. They want all of their programs back to fund the illegal takeover of our country. To me, I have been thinking for a long time, they're trying to take over our country. He's being very diplomatic with China. I think there's a reason. I think outwardly he's being very diplomatic with China. So I don't think he's dumb enough to know that China is really a friend of ours. I think he knows China is really stabbing us in the back. But there's this thing called diplomacy. And God, I wouldn't be good at it. I would want to pop people in the nose. But he's used to being a businessman. We'll see how that plays out. Actually, Dolly, if they, I do not see how, people are just barely living on what they're getting now in food stamps. I do not see this. What I do see sometimes, it seems like people with a lot of kids get a lot of money. So, because they do encourage single families, single parent families. It's part of the ripping apart of our values here in this country. I'm telling you, the globalists are doing this. What I'm seeing is we're going to get rid of them. Okay, if the country has to be right on the verge of giving up, then but it won't be. It's going to come back up. Because I've had all these readings, just random readings off the, that come up on my stream. It's like, click, where you pick a pile, saying that I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be taken care of next month. Everything's going to be cool. And I'm going to be very happy. If I'm going to be very happy, that means the government is not going to be toast. We're not going to be, it's not going to be bad. Not only that, but we do have some things coming up. Well, it's like I don't know what they're getting for a kid. But if they're getting $500 for a kid, okay, I see why they're doing what they're doing. People having a baby for no reason other than to see what they can get out of it. Unfortunately, that happens. Well, and you know what? They shouldn't be eating McDonald's. But I'll tell you right now in this country, as far as what I can see, I'm existing on just a little over $1,000 a month. It's freaking hard. Okay? There's not a whole lot of extra stuff going on in my life. And I'm not a frivolous person. But of course, what I'm trying to do is feed myself pastured meat and farmer eggs, which are actually cheaper than the stores right now. Farmer eggs are actually $4 a dozen now. $4 a dozen. So actually they're cheaper, $4 or $5 a dozen, and they're better. They're way better eggs. And the meat, it's about neck and neck now. It's about the same price as other meat. Might as well just go get pastured meat if you know a farmer. It's almost the same price now. So really, yeah, but it's gone up so much. And trying to eat organic, trying to purify my system as I was told to do, and not toxify myself, detox myself. So that makes it hard, and I have to spend a lot of real money to do that. A lot of times, my real money. I gotta spend some real money, let me tell you, to get myself. But I'm still really careful with it. And I'm living pretty much on meat, eggs, the bread that I'm making myself. My mostly beets and cabbage. Beets and cabbage and potatoes, because they last a long, long time and you can get a lot of meals out of it. So you can get by, you just got to be smart, but some of these people aren't smart. They don't know how to cook. They don't know how to do this stuff. But I can make something wonderful with beets, and I just made pickled beets that are heavenly with ginger and garlic. And they're so good. I want to just sit and drink the juice off of these things. I want to just make them for the juice. They're so good. I might have to smoothie them up and make smoothies out of this. But yeah, BOGO Queen. Exactly, Dolly. Yeah. Oh, dear. Yeah, and soup. Soup and some good bread. And I'm baking my own bread now. From ancient grains, spelt and millet. And it's really good. My God, the flavor is out of this world. Excellent. Let me tell you, they had bread back in the day. We don't have bread now. The bread that you and me are used to, it's cardboard compared to what they had. Because I'm making basically the older formulations, like the multi-grain that I made the last time. My friend Paul, he's got that old hippie sort of thing, where he's tasted all these artisan breads and so on. He said mine is the best he'd tasted. I made some of the best he'd tasted. So I'm actually getting really good at baking bread. But I don't want to be dependent on the stores. I want to get to know my farmer. I would, say that to everybody. Get to know your local farmers. Figure out how to cook. Teach yourself. Learn on YouTube something if you don't know much about it. And start cooking your own stuff. Get real food from a farmer or from a farm market. Or Aldi's actually has a lot of pretty reasonable organic stuff. They have their cheapest prices on organic milk, period. So I usually get my milk and cream from there. And I don't get a lot else. And I don't go to fast food places. I haven't been, I haven't eaten fast food, and I don't even remember when the last time was. Last fast food I had was, I guess you would call it fast, Chinese food. But they don't use MSG, and actually their food is pretty good. Their food is actually pretty healthy. Like if you get beef and broccoli or something, it's pretty good. It's you can't get much better for you than beef and broccoli. I mean, that's pretty good for you. So I would get beef and broccoli or fried scallops sometimes. But I haven't been doing that lately either. But I've been I'm such a freaking good cook that really everything else is just looking like pale, stale ale, you know what I'm saying? And I'm brewing my own wine now. If I drank beer, I'd be making beer too, but I'm not a beer person really. I'm a wine person. But, so I'm doing pretty well. And I'm really focused on getting well. That's been my focus, detoxifying myself. Thank you. Hi, Caberns. Thank you. Yeah, I do try. I'm trying to get my health back because I have some health issues, and I'm trying to restore my health. So I'm doing that by getting the toxins out of my life. Toxic people, toxic food, whatever. And I'm doing much better. I really am. But I need to sleep a lot. But I find that if I get good sleep, something gets repaired while I'm asleep. That's really cool. Well, I love scallops. I love fried scallops. I absolutely love them. Every now and then. Oh, tuna mac and cheese. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah. Oh, and I make like a real killer. I found the best. It's called Rao, Rao. Noodles from, I should say pasta. I just gave it all the Italian grandmothers a heart attack. Uh, Pasta. Rao pasta comes from Italy, where they don't have GMO and Roundup. And I made some of the best doggone fusilli with marinara and cheese. Oh, oh my goodness. Marinara and cheese, fresh mushrooms, pastured beef. It was heavenly. And I ate it for 3 days. And then I've told you before, I get a rotisserie chicken. And me and Cowboy have that all week. I make it into different things, and whatever scraps are left over goes into perpite for him and bone broth. And I've been stirring the bone broth into his food, and he loves that. And lately I've been getting chicken livers, which liver is for cat like the best thing. Livers and gizzards. So he's eating like a king. Oh, hi, Alan. Simon. Mm-hmm. Or is it Simone? Yeah, sleep is very restorative. Well, see, that's just it, Crow. I thought I had that problem. But then there's a couple things, and Paul takes care of a lot of people, and I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you what I did. This is what I did. I tried organic pasta and organic bread. And guess what? The organic pasta, it's more important, and you can get G-free. You can also get G-free pasta, which I also tried, but it seems to be more important that it's organic than G-free. This tells me that what's freaking my system out is either the GMOs or the Roundup or both, which would make sense because we've been eating this for hundreds of years. But what's changed? What's changed is the way they're doing it, is the stuff that they're doing to it. That's why we can't eat it anymore. It's not something our systems want. It's not what our systems are made to process. They've made it poison, toxic. Now I can have pasta again. But like I told you, I get it. I got this Italian kind. They don't have GMO. They don't have Roundup. No problem on my stomach. No problem. That's what I'm telling you. It's like they're things, and we keep getting rain. I mean, I've gotten rain several times now, and that's purification. So, and I got it as a message too from our contacts, that we need to purify ourselves to be able to interact with what's going on next. It's going to be easier for us to survive. If we're ever on a ship physically, it's going to be a much purer environment than we have ever been in our lives on this planet. And detoxing is usually pretty hard. So detox yourself now. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's not, dudes. Detox yourself now so you don't have quite as many problems. So you don't start, if something happens and they need to take us, I know not all of you are down with that, but, I know that they're friends. I know that they're family. I know what they feel like. Yeah, there are also some bad ones that we're going to be led to believe that they're still going to probably try to do the negative ET incursion scenario. The, blue balls. I mean, blue. Anyway, yeah, they're probably going to try to do something like that, but I don't think it'll work. I think it'll be kind of cut real quick. I think too many of us are onto that. But next month is going to be the proving month. Going to be a make it or break it month, but I foresee us doing a lot better and having something really to be thankful for at the end of the month. That's the way I feel. Nah, not brown pasta. And you know what? Okay, good for her then. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yep. So, yeah, organic pasta. Like I said, RAO pasta, RAO pasta. Um, well, they can only do so much to organic food without it not being organic anymore. They're bagged, but pastas are dried. If you can find a pasta that just pretty much has flour, water, and salt, take that. Because flour, water, and salt are all they need. And they stay good because they're dried and they have that salt. So they don't need to be preserved. Like I said, I've had no trouble with RAO pasta from Italy. And there are some others too, but don't be fooled with the whole wheat bullshit and the brown pasta and all that shit. Don't even all of that shit. And the bread, none of the bread I've ever had off a shelf is anything like real bread. I have been making real bread, and I can tell you right now, I know what real bread tastes like now, and so does Paul. Paul's like, oh my gosh, that's so different. I said, I know. It's like a whole different thing. But that's bread. He's like, wow, that has so much flavor. You know, it's not puffy. It's not fluffy, puffy bread. We're used to the fluffy, puffy cardboard. It's not that. No, it has a chew. It has a, you know, you chew it, and the more you chew it, the more the flavor expands. And you're like, ooh, it's so good. And I put molasses and honey in there, and it's so good, you know. But yeah, Paul is like, wow, the more I chew it, the more flavor I taste. This just keeps going. It's like, this is wonderful. And I'm like, yeah, that's an entirely different thing. Yeah, our food is crap. The food off the shelves is crap. Good for you, Dolly. Good for you. Row isn't yellow, but they probably put something in it to make it yellow. Yeah, salt, sugar, microplastics, and bullshit. Well, Dolly, try the Italian stuff. Try Row if you can get it. I'm not having any trouble with it. But here's another thing Paul says. His patients that he has that have trouble with allergies. A lot of times you can eat it once, but not, and you might even be able to eat it a second time in a row. Third time's a charm. If you eat it a third time, you start to get symptoms. So probably the best thing to do is what I do. I have it once a week. I have pasta once a week. And I rotate. And then also, like, I have a beans dish. And fortunately, organic beans at Aldi. Organic kidneys are 70 some cents. Man, I got some stuff out of storage and I'm going to have to steam it because I think it's blooming something. Not good. Because I've been coughing lately. But, Yeah, try it. Cut it back to once a week. And then I get, Aldi's, I can get like 78 cents. I can get kidney beans organic and make something with those. And then another night I'll make a roast, and then the roast will go, several meals. It'll turn into stew, it'll turn into soup, sandwiches, whatever. Um, and the rotisserie chicken, one rotisserie chicken a week is like $7. Come on up, baby. And that last, man, just the rotisserie chicken alone saves me a lot of money because they have hormone-free chicken over at Meijer. And so their rotisserie chicken's pretty good. And what? You have to have a belly rub. You have to be petted. Okay. So this one right here, this spoiled boy, between me and him, we split one, and it lasts a week. I'm looking at pet food. It's cheaper to get a chicken already cooked and grind it up for pet food than it is to get him wet food, which is full of shit anyway. I don't want to even give it to him. I don't want to have to pay a vet. What, you're mad because that's in your spot? Okay, baby, Mom will take it away. Here you go. Okay, is that better? Wow, he says, that's my perch. Mom, I will have you know that putting anything in my spot is sacrilege. It displeases the furry overlord. I love you. I love you, little new cake. You're my boy. You are such a spoiled boy. Yeah, you know it. What? $20? What? Shh. He is a sweet boy, and he does have a pretty voice, I think. I think he does. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dolly. Yeah, I never could get it. However, like I say, I do have a nearby farmer, and I just figured out how to make lots of different things out of one roast. And they give you a discount if you get like a certain amount of pounds. I think it's 10 pounds if you get 10 pounds of meat at once. They give you a 5% discount. It's not much, but it helps. And I know how to make a roast last. And so you freeze some of it, and make it up into different things. You can do anything with chuck roast. Chuck roast is the cheapest, an English roast, about the cheapest. And you can do anything with that. You can grind it up, or you can make it into something. But yeah, it's soup. Yeah. Oh. See, now, I went on to Amazon to get him a grain-free food. And it works for him. He stopped having, I guess, before I had him. And one of the reasons, I guess, he was headed for the shelter. They didn't want to take care of him. He had irritable bowel. But not with me. I switched him immediately to grain-free food and not the typical nut Friskies and that crap. I switched him to grain-free food, cat food, Crave, and at that time Harmony cat food, wet food, which wasn't cheap, but I didn't want to have to deal with a vet. And you know what? He cleared right up and he was fine. So he is a happy cat. He doesn't have the problems he used to have when he was on that other food. But I had to get it cost me about $40 to get a bag of his food in bulk so that it's cost effective. And then I split it up into two things, and I, keep it airtight so that it lasts. So I buy like 2 months worth at a time. So that's how I'm able to do that. But I figure heck of a lot cheaper to feed him decent food than take him to the vet. Let me see if I can get the camera on Mr. Cake. Mr. Spoiledy guy. There you go. Here's Mr. Kitty. Mr. Cowboy, look at how white. He has shed all this white fur. This is a black sheet for Halloween. Look at that. He's turning that sheet white. He says, it's got to match me, Mom. Black and white. Up here, Mom. I need my chin scratched. Such a cute little guy. I'm a lucky woman. There you go. That's it. The rest of the night, cat cam. Cowboy cam. Oh, and eggs. Yeah, I ate a lot of eggs. Oh yeah, roast beef. Oh my God, yes. Roast beef or roast chicken. Yeah. Parsnips. You know what? I don't see parsnips much around here, but I'm going to have to look for them. With the roasted chicken, yeah. Yep, roasted chicken. Oh, God, that's horrible, Dolly. That means something is really, really wrong. Yes, he's such a baby. He is such a baby and so spoiled. And Mommy spoiled him. Mommy's to blame. Spoiling that kitty. Spoiling and spoiling, just that's all. He gets every kind of thing that he wants. But he had a rough life, so I figured I'm going to give him a really good life the rest of his life. He's going to have his best little kitty cat life that I can give him. Sorry about your cat and dog. Oh, really? Costco. Yeah, see, I don't even have a Costco around here. We have Aldi's, though. Aldi's is good. We can get some organic stuff at Aldi's. It's cheaper than any organic stuff anywhere else. So, you're such a baby. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how baby you are. Do little eye squeezes. That means love. um, I don't really eat a whole lot of vegetables. I guess I have just the typical stuff like onion. I eat a lot of onion. I eat about a lot of onion. Vegetables. What do I have? Onion, garlic. Have to have onion and garlic. Absolutely, 100% have to have onion and garlic. And mushroom. I get deals on mushrooms when I can. Beets, cabbage. Romaine lettuce is my favorite. And then I get the beets with the top so I can use the top for greens. So that's like having two vegetables. Because I can use the top for making greens and the bottom for a whole different meal. I made some pickled beets that are awesome, so awesome. I was drinking the beet juice. I was drinking the pickle juice. It was so doggone good. I'm going to have to make it just for the freaking pickle juice off of these pickled beets that I made. And I made it my own recipe. Ginger garlic. Oh, they're so good. They're actually mouth-watering. Ginger garlic pickled beets. I'm going to put together a recipe book if anybody's interested. I think I'm going to call it Fermenting Rebellion. Or Church of Eternal Salvation. But yeah, I'm going to put together a recipe book that, is how to deal with food so that it lasts a long time. And on fermentation, on how to ferment. Because I'm doing some really cool stuff. I mean, I'm fermenting my own sourdough starter, and I'm fermenting kefir. And kefir is really good for you, for your gut flora. So I'm giving my gut flora a spa day, basically. And it'll help you get rid of parasites because parasites do not like a healthy gut biome. They really don't. They want a sick gut biome. So if you want to help protect yourself, give yourself a good gut biome, and then they'll go like, bleh. At least that's what I'm hearing. Yeah, romaine hearts. Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mushrooms and stuffed mushrooms, and oh boy, mushrooms. Yeah. The look on his face, he's loving his life. He's loving his life. I love Aldi's. That's why I love Aldi's. No bullshit. Aldi's is no bullshit, okay? It's small. Aldi's are not a big store. Over here, I don't know if you know about this, Richard, but Aldi's is not a big store. You go into an Aldi's over here, it only has a limited number of brands, but they're brands that they have tested to be good brands, that actually you can rely on. They're decent brands. So it's not like you're being deprived of anything. But I can actually go into Aldi's and not, feel like I'm undertaking a long journey or something. I can just go in and get what I need and get out of there, which is great. And then I get my cat food, my Crave cat food off of Amazon. They deliver the bag to the door and I don't have to carry it then. I just drag it in the door, big old bag. I just drag it in the door and separate it out into containers, into airtight containers. And it's great, you know. The heavy work gets done. I don't have to lug it home. So I really recommend it. I really recommend looking into Crave Food on Amazon or wherever you can find it. If you know, you can also find it at Myers. I was getting it at Myers for a long time, but I can't. I just can't. I can't carry all that shit around anymore. It's just too hard. So try and arm wrestle that stuff home. Aw, that's cute. You're gonna go see a little horse. You feeling a little horse? Take some cough drops. Yeah, I love mushrooms. Mushrooms are very good for you. It's funny because one time I had the mycelium, give me a message. They say they love us and they want to help us. Yep. Yeah, I love mushrooms. Over at Myers, you can get a pretty big container of mushrooms for around $5. Or if you're really poor at Aldi's, you can get a quart for maybe $1.25, $1.50. But I like to get a big container because you get better mushrooms. They're usually in better shape. So, you know, I get them at Myers and then they last a long time. I mean, you can make things, part of it is just learning how to make things last, right? Oh, and then, okay, I make a roast, and then I make stroganoff, and then I make stew, and then I make soup. So, it becomes 4 different things before it's gone. And it might even turn into yet another thing before it's gone. So, that's how I do a roast, a farmer roast. So, but yeah, now meat has gone way up, beef has gone way up. Oh my God, the farmer meat is so high now. Even the farmer meat. But it's almost that bad in the stores. And that's just for regular meat. That's not even for the good stuff. So, yeah, beef is really high right now. Like, but when I look at the store, it's like, ew, not much better price-wise. And the quality-wise is way worse. Way worse. Like, I can hardly stomach the stuff from the shelves anymore. Except Aldi's has pastured ground beef at a really good price. So you can get it for around $6 or so. You can get a pound of ground beef, pastured beef. It's great, free-range beef. And then of course the farmer eggs are the best thing. Being able to get them for $4 or $5. $5 for the extra large, or if you want duck eggs, if they have duck eggs. $5 for a duck egg. A duck egg is huge. You can crack one duck egg, and that's like the same as having 2 eggs, regular hen eggs. So I love duck eggs. They're only like $1 more. Oh yeah, shrinkflation. Yeah. Yeah, we have like, I'm lucky. I'm on the edge of Amish country. So being on the edge of Amish country gives you an advantage. We actually have places we can go and get real food without too much trouble. So, and I'm, in wetland area, which means everything's alive. My sourdough I started my own sourdough from just flour. It just started itself. The air is very alive out here. And here I look and it's bubbling. It's like, oh my gosh, it was so fast. But it's like having a pet. You got to feed that thing daily. Look at you. Such a lazy kitty. Such a pink nose. Oh, what a pretty color, cat pink nose. It's such a pretty color. When I say cat, you know I'm talking about you. Aw, Mom. When are you going to come to bed so we cuddle? When are you going to sleep so we cuddle? Turn off the light. It's getting in my eyes. I want to cuddle. I want my belly rubs. I want to cuddle. You can see he wants to. My little boy, he wants to crash out. My little baby cake. I'm a lucky woman, really. I'm wealthy in a lot of ways that count. I have some good friends. I have some good food. I have a sweet little boy kitty. I have a nice place to live. And I'm devastatingly good looking. So, I'm devastating. Okay, I've been on nearly 2 hours, so I'm going to get some rest. Ooh, dark chocolate marshmallows. Now cut that out. Oh, now stop. Are turkey eggs good? You know what? I've never had them, but I would try them. And goose eggs, I would certainly try them. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's bedtime. I gotta hug my favorite little kitty cat. He wants to cuddle up. I can tell by what he's doing. He's looking at me like, those lights are in my eyes. When are you coming to bed? When are you gonna cuddle up? When are you gonna turn off the lights and give me belly rubs and hugs and scratch my neck and, Mm-hmm. You do. You do indeed. Okay, well, pretty soon I'm gonna put out a recipe book. I am still writing my novels. I have a lot going on. I really have a lot going on. So I need my beauty sleep. You think you look this good by not sleeping? I love you guys. Take care now. And if you see the others, say hi. I miss them. Okay, bye-bye. Remember, truth is where you find it. I hope you always find some here. We'll talk a little bit more about next month, next time I come in. Or you'll get Scary Karen again. One or the other. But Next month's going to be another banger month. I can't wait to see what happens. Actually, I can wait, but it's going to be interesting. Don't get involved in anything weird. Ah, cool. Okay. You too. Don't forget you're divine.